It has been 2 years since we moved Squallow inside the shed. We never anticipated this project would last this long, but as soon as we started taking things apart, our to-do list grew longer by the day. Having to leave Squallow on her own for months on end meant we saw no progress, and at times we found it hard to believe we would ever finish this refit, let alone sail around the world. The last few weeks have changed that. Working continuously on Squallow day in and day out has really made a difference to this project, and most importantly lifted our spirits. And we are beginning to see a light at the end of the tunnel. Welcome guys, in this video we pick up right where we left off. Last time we applied fairing compound to this part of the deck, and now that it's cured we can beautify it some more, and the only way we can do that is obviously by sanding it. 24 hours have passed and we thought that the deck can be already sanded, but it looks like it hasn't cured yet. The temperatures have been pretty low recently. It's been quite cold actually. So you can see this is what happens. So nope, not yet, too early, gotta wait till tomorrow. Another great discovery made today. I think we are bound to come across these problems over and over. So another core that needs replacing is here. This is where our cleats were fitted, winch at the front or the back, and the deck organizer. Oops, not very stable here. There was like a stainless steel backing plate here to reinforce it from the bottom skin, but when we removed it there was plenty, you can still see it, plenty of salt that gathered here, so yeah, there was water collecting here and rotting the core away over time. So Ziggy plans to cut it out from the bottom skin and replace it from the bottom, not from the top. I believe he's getting the hang of it, so he might as well get it done. So here, there you go. All of this is nice sea salt. The core here was balsa, but we're probably gonna, we're going to replace it with the marine plywood. That's what we've got. We're not going to order any balsa just for this. We might as well use the plywood. I hope it's not an issue. I think it's going to work. Wowza. Now that is something else. Prime the surfaces whenever we do any fiberglass work. When it comes to plywood, if we're bonding it in place, then it's especially important to prime it, because the plywood is actually going to soak up quite a lot of the epoxy. For this job we're using 406 colloidal silica, which is good for bonding, especially on it's recommended for vertical surfaces because it prevents resin drainage. So if you're asking a question, why this weird shape, why this unconventional shape of the plywood? Well, that cutout is where our rope clutches are going. In that place, instead of plywood, we're going to do a solid fiberglass so that we prevent, I suppose, future water intrusion through the openings, and there are quite a few of them. Perhaps it's non-standard to do it this way, but it doesn't hurt. Agreed? Agreed. Agreed. He has no choice but to agree. We removed the bolts that were holding it in place, and we did the first laminate, rebuilding the bottom skin.
So yesterday we spent most of our time on sanding the decks areas. The biggest part was here, which is the bow section. And all the imperfection, everything was filled with the epoxy, thickened with 407. So that's ready. We have to put a bit more in some spots, like this one there, those dark spots. Then we spent a few hours on the aft part. So that's the deck above our cabin, our master cabin. So this is filled, all the imperfection and all the damage is done by us when we remove the gel coat and all thick deck. We got the new ply here. The ply was okay, but the opening was too small. The opening was too large for new hatch, so we had to make the opening smaller. So we didn't want to just butt joint anything, so we decided to remove the ply from the underneath of the deck. We put the new marine ply from underneath. It's nicely glued with the thickened epoxy, which is silica. I put a layer of the fiberglass in here, just only to protect new ply when I was trying to get some bevel on this part. And this is ready right now to take a few layers of glass, new glass. And I'm going to use a bandage from West System, which is 50 mm wide. But you can see it will take a few layers we will get up to there somewhere. And then I will probably use maybe one layer of quadro matting, which is this one. It's really nice, really strong mat. And then a few more layers there around the part where we change the core for a new ply. It's nice and strong. And then when those two areas are ready, we're going to cover the entire aft part of the deck. And the idea is to put the layer of combi mat followed with the biaxial mat and one layer of woven. It's going to be ready to do just a bit of fairing, and then it's ready for a finished part, which we didn't decide 100% what we're going to use here, but I think it's going to be artificial deck. That's what we're thinking right now, the artificial teak, just to keep the look of Squalo, how she was when she was built. So yeah, let's start with cleaning all that area there with the acetone. We can prime it, and then we can put the bandage in there to cover and make this new opening for a hatch a bit stronger than it is right now. Working with the woven mat especially, it's quite difficult. Cutting the very narrow strips perfectly to the size where you can see on the edge here we have a overlap about 3 to 4 mil. It's very difficult to cut them because the woven mat stretches a lot. So using the bandage.
Oh, sorry, I'm sitting on it. You see, it doesn't stretch.
Yeah. So using this bandage is really good because
it is quite precise. Well, very precise.
It's not stretching much.
So you said that it's got stitching on the edges. Yeah.
Which is quite good.
So it's holding the shape. So it's working really well here, actually. And you can probably see that on the edges there is no fiberglass, and Ziggy's not going to apply it here because that opening is cut out smaller than what we need. So once this is cured, then we're going to cut it out to the size, and those edges are going to disappear. So there's no need to apply fiberglass there.
Close your eyes, get some rest. I'm by your side, lay your head on my chest. I know you've had a really bad day, but I'm right here, it's gonna be okay.
We're just about to do this area here above our cabin. So this is the first section of the deck that we'll be reinforcing with layers of fiberglass. We've prepared as much as we could, so we have prepared some cups with resin already because that always takes longest to pump it out. We only then add the hardener, and yeah, I think we've got everything here. I hope.
We have me as well.
Yeah, and yeah, we are good to go. We did come across a bit of a hiccup in terms of the hardener. So we've got shed loads of slow hardener, but for, yeah, we were anticipating a bit better weather. It just keeps disappointing us. The temperatures are pretty low for a slow hardener. So when we ran out of fast hardener, and all the shops that are quite nearby don't have that in stock, we managed to actually get hold of some of it from a local guy, Rob, and he was a bit of a savior there by lending us that hardener.
The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay. Calm your soul, hold my hand, don't let go. I understand. I know it hurts, it wasn't fair. It's over now, so don't despair. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay.
we're done. So 3 layers, lots of resin, especially for the first layer. It drank a lot, like a lot of it. It was the combi mat, so naturally it took more resin than the next layers. Peel ply is on. Now we've got to wait till tomorrow, hopefully, depending on the weather, because the temperatures just dropped. It's got very, very cold. The past half an hour it started raining, so it's very, very nippy inside. We wait till tomorrow and see the result.
So we definitely achieved something here. We solved a few problems on the aft of our boat, especially in this area. We solved the core problem. We prepare everything for a new hatch. So yeah, it's good. And we add more layers of the fiberglass. Right now we'll have to wait, and then the next step is going to be filling this with filler and the more sanding.
Yeah, there'll be plenty of sanding for sure.
More sanding to be done.
Those layers of fiberglass are looking good, but we're not gonna reveal the result because we don't want to take the peel ply off and contaminate the surface and walk on it and stuff. So only when we are ready to apply the filler, that's when we are gonna peel off the peel ply. But it is looking good, trust me. We're going to fur the next part of the deck. This time we'll try using different furring compounds from West System, and also we will apply a thinner layer focusing only on these larger voids. We're doing this for comparison really, to see which method we prefer and what finish we achieve in both instances. I'm drilling over 20 pretty big holes in our deck on each side. Why? Well, this is where the track for Genoa sheets is going to be. We are re-drilling the existing through deck holes a bit bigger to fill them with thickened epoxy. One way you can support the growth of this channel is by liking our videos. We will be back in this shed next week and we really hope you will join us then.